Achtung, Achtung, hier ist Alex Wright, and you are listening to Chat Grapple and Cheat Pops with JB and Chris Dredd. Enjoy it, or I come over and kick your ass.
Hey, what is up, wrestling friends and family? Welcome back to another stupendous edition of Chat Grapple and Cheat Pops with me, JB, and the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts sitting next to me, Mr. Chris Dredd. How are you, sir?
We're going to get hungry and forget our manners. That's what we're going to do, man. Yeah, I'm all right, man. Yeah, it's not too... You all right?
Hey, all good, because man says he's a ting.
Oh, if man say him a ting, then
you can't even see it there.
There you go. He's got the ting. I used to drink, yeah. Like I don't drink anymore alcohol, yeah, as you know. I used to drink ting and Courvoisier, bruv. And I tell you what.
Yikes.
Oh, beautiful, mate.
You're a madman. I'm gonna have a little drink of this.
Yeah, mate. Crack on with the ting, bro. That fucking fizzy grapefruit ting, innit?
Well, if they're doing away with lilt.
I mean, I don't know who fucking gave that the go ahead.
The idiots at Fanta or whoever else is Coca-Cola company or whatever, making silly decisions and binning off lilt.
Well, I think haven't they just made it like another flavor of Fanta now?
I don't know. It's the one that I saw one the other day. It was like guess the flavor. Like if you're running out of ideas, if you're getting people to guess, but
yeah, I mean it's going to be fucking lilt flavor, isn't it? They're going to have one like don't drink it. Like that's like fucking lilt, bruv. Come on, man. It'd be like Little Nicky. This Coke tastes like Pepsi. Do you know what I mean? Fucking
right. Well, I don't know where we just got to, but we literally
this is how we roll.
We went off on lilt and Fanta.
I'll tell you where we will get to though, if you don't mind, quickly. That was a very British conversation right there, right?
It was.
And Great Britain, you have fucking done us proud. On the week of the King's coronation, you have coronated two other kings in this game to the highest of high points that we've ever been in the Great British Wrestling Podcast charts. JB, tell him, motherfucker, Wagwan.
Oh, my liege, sir. Where do we go from there? We cannot be more grateful for being in the position that we were. I believe it was 55th.
55th, bruv. And think how many wrestling podcasts there are in the world, and we were number 55.
Yeah, it's a madness that anyone in this country alone would download, let alone listen to what we have to say. And we cannot forget the good people of Australia, because we've been hanging around in their charts for a little while now, and we can say nothing but a hearty good day and thank you to them.
Yes, indeedy.
But 55th in the British charts. What the fuck?
Yeah, mate. Mad ting, as we say.
Yeah.
Mad ting. Mate.
It's absurd that we would get to that point. But we're not going to stop.
No, we ain't stopping. We're going to keep pushing, mate. You've had the tip. Now you're going to get the shaft. That's it.
The length and the girth.
That's right, baby. Don't know.
Firstly, and foremost, we hope everyone out there that's listening or watching is doing well. As usual, subscribe. If you're watching these faces, if you're listening, give us that review, or just tell your friends. Listen to it for 5 minutes. That'll do. That'll help.
That'll do, mate. Tell your friends to tell their mums to listen. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying.
I don't know where you're going with that. So let's get to the wrestling. Let's get to it. Do you want to handle the business of BritWres first, or do you want to move into something a little more fun?
I mean, should we get the shit out of the way first?
Yeah, let's do it. British wrestling's in a state of... I mean, we said this last week. It was already, we were already laughable, but people specifically mentioned in the speaking out movement of 2020, feels like a long time ago now.
It does, yeah.
Are being welcomed back into the dirty, disgusting arms of certain higher level British wrestling companies who I reckon a lot of people thought would do better, but then you realise that that's not what they're in the business of for.
No, they're in the business for money, mate. That's what they're in the business for.
The only reason one guy would come back to Progress is if they rehired the mate who was very specifically spoken about in Speaking Out, and here we are. They're back. There's a few people cheering it. There's a lot of people chatting, really laying into it.
Yeah.
Something that did make me laugh was that there is a podcast fairly local to us that tried to go on a long spiel of how good it was that these people are back, and someone just rinsed them. Someone absolutely rinsed them and said those comps must be worth it. Is it really? Going to a Progress show for free, is it really fucking worth it? Do you really need that
Bro,
sort of pull?
I mean, you can either tell me now or we can chat after. You can tell me what podcast that was, because I didn't know about that. I ain't been on Twitter today.
Oh, okay, it wasn't even today. We like to record, today is Wednesday. It is before the AEW shows because they're too late for us.
Yeah, we're dads, bruv. We need to get our sleep.
We are indeed. I'm not sure why this should be a thing. These comebacks. What next? The rules have fallen apart here.
Okay, let me phrase this in a way in which those who know will know, and those that want to know can know. Right? We're talking about Progress, and we're talking about a guy being after an internal investigation. Yeah, they were saying 2 people have returned because one of them. Are you saying that one of them didn't want to come back unless his mate was allowed back?
That's right, the Essex boys, yes.
So
why anyone would want to hire anyone from Essex is beyond me. But...
I mean, beyond that, I like Clacton, yeah, don't get me wrong, right? Yeah, what I'm saying. But one of them is not only embroiled with this kind of thing, there was another very serious situation between another one of his friends and a well-known female British wrestler at the time who came out and made accusations of a serious sexual assault. There was a lot of talk of him making things extremely difficult for her. These things have now been proven to be true as well, that things were said and actions were taken, trying to cover up for his mate and fucking victim shaming and all this kind of shit. And it's like, how many... And let's be honest, this guy's been booked by international companies, bruv. This guy's been booked by AEW, bruv. This guy has been
He's lauded by one of the rag sheets.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, as basically people saying he's the best wrestler in the world.
People treat it as though it's fine, and that's not something that we're going to do. We're not.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. We do not fucking allow that shit.
We don't dish out flowers to fucking dickheads.
No, bruv. Fucking, so. Oh, it's very, very difficult for me to keep my mouth up. For how long have we been doing this podcast?
3 years. Maybe even this month.
Bruv, that's fucking. First of all, that's fantastic, bruv. We've been doing this 3 years, and we're still doing it. For 3 years, I've been wanting to talk about this subject, but we haven't. This particular individual.
And yeah, I don't think it at some point really we could, but at the moment it's not worth mentioning the name.
And that's why I'm not mentioning the name. But the fact is, we personally knew at a time this other individual that made the detailed accusation and came out publicly on Twitter. We know her. We wrestled with her, trained with her at one point. I've been wanting to. We reached out and sent a message. It was read and it was acknowledged. And we just said, look, at one point, if you ever want to come on and talk about it, you know what I mean? Nothing more has been said. That was 3 years ago. The way I look at it is the only way that these things can stop is if people do like what we do, that talk about it and go, look, this ain't right. With certain wrestling companies and certain individuals, bruv, these things are just going to carry on. Because it's like you say, it's about the money for these fuckers.
Yeah, it's
got no morals.
It's not. That's exactly it. There is a real lack of moral standing here, and like I said, we're not going to give the airtime and mention names and stuff. Most of you will know who it is anyway.
Of course, but the thing is, though, bruv, we could do it for cheap clicks if we wanted to. All we'd have to do is put the name in the fucking title, do a video, and that would be click.
Exactly.
Am I lying though?
Yeah,
we
exactly.
could fucking do it tomorrow.
I messaged you just this second the name of that podcast as well. You'll know it very well.
Okay.
I think we should dip. Oh yeah, you see it.
Jesus Christ. Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Let's move on. We watched Backlash. It was something else.
Bro. before we go any further, this show, AEW, okay, and WWE. You can talk a lot of all the AEW.
We'll get to AEW because there are a lot of things we need to talk about.
The disparity is just
there is a huge gap.
Just a quick one, bruv. Shout out to Billy Barty going in on fucking Chris Jericho. Do you see that?
He goes in on a lot. So
he went in on him, just saying, "Oh, he is a Hall of Famer, but now he's just a fucking tub of lard, basically." Who just fucking yeah.
I didn't want to dip into AEW yet, but I'm going to dip in on Jericho.
Okay.
All this talk of Jericho being the guy, he put over Action Andretti. Who the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he? He put over so-and-so. He's done this. He's done that. Wasn't he the first AEW World Champion?
Yes.
Right. Okay, fine. Jericho is now at a stage in his career and a stage like in the age where it's too much. Everyone says, oh, you have your age and you have your TV age. The guy's been on TV solidly for fucking forever and it's boring. I don't know what else to say about it, to be fair.
The aim when AEW was created was for the older guys to help the younger guys come through. Was for the guys that created the company, Cody, the Elite, Kenny Omega, to be putting through young stars and getting them over. Yeah, you've now got Orange Cassidy opening every show.
Yawn.
And they're not hitting their viewership's going down. We spoke about it on the last show. The viewership's going down. You said it with your own. Literally, it's plummeting, mate.
It's tanking, and I also think, and there's got to be some blame laid because their next pay-per-view, Double or Nothing in Las Vegas, is not shifting tickets. Only the main event's been announced. It's the Four Pillars four-way match for the title: MJF, Sammy Guevara, Jungle Boy, and Darby Allin. And none of these guys, apart from MJF, are ready for that spot. Could you lay blame at these veterans and the Elite and Jericho and any other executives that were there at the time for not preparing these guys for a main event pay-per-view, apart from MJF, who can carry it to a point?
I don't know, man. The closer we get to Wembley, I think we're going to see really how AEW lacks the ability to put on the kind of premium live events and pay-per-views that WWE can. It's different in the ring working, but we're talking about Backlash. The stuff that was going on goes on in the ring in WWE is not botchy as much as AEW. It's not like pussy shots. They going in, bruv. I mean, there was a missile drop kick by Vega on. Oh no, it wasn't. Who was that missile drop kick on? Rhea Ripley.
It's Zelina Vega against Rhea Ripley and
there was loads. Honestly, every single match was solid, bro, and the work was solid. It was really, really tight, snug working.
The fans were solid, man. Sweet
the fucking, but when these people say, "Oh, look at WWE, that's pussy wrestling, that's fucking kids wrestling," it's like, are you even watching it, or are you watching it in complete denial when you're watching what's going on? I don't understand.
I imagine they're sitting there with their AEW hat on, Fulham shirt, Jacksonville Jaguars flag, undying love declared for Mr. Tony Khan. WWE shit. I get it. You're a fan of the other show and the other thing. It's cool. Also, let's not get on people's case if they call it a premium live event. It's a pay-per-view premium live event. Who cares? They're all the same thing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter in the slightest.
I love Billy, man. He's got Bad Bunny's better than John Moxley. Bad Bunny's better than Kenny Omega. Bad Bunny's better than Kota Ibushi. And he would actually sell out Wembley Stadium without lying. He's just kind of, but basically he was talking some stuff about Jericho and how, he's always got to be in the limelight, basically. And he's, it's sad really, because for me, Jericho was supposed to be, I was excited when AEW started. You had Chris Jericho, you had fucking Cody Rhodes, you had,
I think if Backlash taught us anything, it's that Bad Bunny's entrance alone shows you how fucking tired and played out Judas is at wrestling shows. It feels like fans are just conditioned, especially in that company.
Yeah.
That fan base, they're just conditioned to sing along and just...
all of it is stroking his ego.
It's the clapping seal, isn't it?
It is. All of it is just stroking his ego, and it's not really doing any... Like, we spoke months ago about Jericho turning heel, but to be an effective heel, you know, they shouldn't be playing that music.
Nope.
It should be break the walls down or whatever.
Not even
you know
that.
I mean?
Not even that. You should come out to no music.
Yeah. Or just like, cut the fucking music, or even start Judas and then tell them to fucking cut it off. And say these fuckers don't deserve to sing to this song.
But like I said, Bad Bunny's entrance alone showed you that, you know, that wasn't just an entrance. That was a fucking party. People were bouncing, jumping around, singing along to his music. And it's like, it's a different world, even different to them singing Seth Rollins' theme, because they were doing it. But, again, it's conditioned. It's conditioned to it. That was in no way was anyone conditioned to sing along to that song.
Burn it down! Don't, man. I was getting gassed. We've got 3 wrestling events coming up that we're going to be going to that I'm quite excited to go to. And yes, AEW at Wembley is one of them.
So I need to talk to you about June 17th then.
Why? What's going on there?
There's another one in Stevenage.
Oh, yeah, no, I think Matty told me about that one at the weekend.
Fair enough, yeah.
Oh, what is it? A fucking Rev Pro?
It's a Rev, yeah.
Yeah, I think, we'll go to that, bro. That's not a thing. Yeah, because viewers, we do actually talk to each other in real life. We don't just talk to each other.
We do. You might have seen it on the random. You might have seen us catch up in person.
We go boot sales, you know, getting brunch, you know, this is what we do. That's how we roll. But, you know, we've got those 3 shows coming up, and it's like, yes, one of them is AEW in Wembley. Yes, I'm excited, but mostly to go to a fucking Wembley Stadium with my man them, you know what I mean, with the boys, and to see some wrestling. But like I was saying earlier, as we get closer to the show, I think we'll see that the build-up is not going to be what it should be, and the matches on the card are not going to be what it should be, and that's going to be disappointing.
And we're not going to try and seal it up. If something's not likable or worth, you know, we'll boo that shit out of there.
If Jericho wins, we riot. You know what I mean? One of them ones there.
Well, what's he going to win? What's he going to challenge for? Here's a question, because we haven't really got onto Backlash yet. I'm going to stick with AEW. Where the fuck are the Acclaimed?
That's a very good point. They're tag team champions, right?
They were. They lost to the Guns, who then lost it to FTR, and the Acclaimed have just been binned out. Hottest tag team at the time. No joke. Apart from maybe the Usos.
Yeah, but you know,
doing their thing.
You know what I feel like AEW is, bro? I feel like AEW is like when people start getting really hot and over with the crowds and that. I think Tony goes, right, you've had your time now. So now we've got to shift it over to Matey Boy. And then we've got to, like, they don't really ever, they're just constantly like, right, move. Okay, now you. Okay, move. Okay, now you.
You think it's a case of, we're going to write you 3 months worth of story, 3 months worth of TV.
Yeah.
Once that's finished, back of the queue. Doesn't matter how over you are.
That's right. And that's the same. That's how. But is that not how it goes? Really?
It's not great, is it?
But what happened with FTR? FTR were the hottest thing in the business.
Yeah, they were.
And you know, sorry, mate. Laters. Not your
now.
turn
Now FTR are the tag team champions. Outside of the Acclaimed, where are the credible challengers? They're
still pushing the fucking Blackpool Combat Club when the only guy that was from Blackpool ain't even fucking in it anymore.
Yes, that's an odd tribute, but a tribute nonetheless.
Don't know, these fucking toe rags, bruv. They're not Blackpool Combat Club. If we took them down to the Pleasure Beach, down Blackpool, they fucking wouldn't know what to do with themselves down there.
I just think it's very strange. You know, yes, the Combat Club, and like there is a cage match tonight on Dynamite, which reeks of desperation. You know, you got to win those fans back, but is Moxley bleeding the way to do it?
No,
didn't Moxley and Omega have a barbed wire mega match, exploding match? Is that right? Was that the one where the sparklers
when the sparklers didn't go off?
Yeah, was it them too?
When Eddie Kingston came down to protect his friend.
That's
right. And the fireworks went off like my farts after a fucking Vindaloo.
After 20 McNuggets.
Do you know what I'm saying? Bruv, I'll explain to the viewers, I've literally just battered 20 McNuggets in a row and it was emotional.
Fries too?
No chips, bruv. No chips. Just 2 cheeseburgers.
Hey, I'm not arguing with that mentality. That's
20 nuggets.
Truly elite, that is.
Bruv, that is elite, fam. Right, I'll tell you what then. We'll make the segue from AEW quickly and we'll go to Backlash.
Oh, and we'll come back.
And we'll come back.
Yeah. It's like popping down the shop.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Pop down the old happy shopper and then we'll pop back. Can you see the way that Cody Rhodes is being elevated now?
Brock doesn't just bleed for anyone.
Bruv, let me tell you something about that bleeding as well. He did that. Firstly, he did it the hard way by himself.
Purposefully hard.
Purposefully.
Yeah.
Head-butted a metal turnbuckle on purpose to make himself bleed. What kind of animal? Bro,
And not
Brock
just that, but
savage.
the skill
Yeah.
have nailed that center as well. Because most people at that are tired would
Amazing.
miss.
It's just,
Not
you
Brock
know,
Lesnar.
Brock is a fuck. And do you know what? This is a tribute to Brock Lesnar. Brock, I know you watch, and I know we've said some questionable. I've said questionable things about Sable's wrestling ability in the past.
Indeed.
Yeah, I know. I'll take responsibility for that. But I'll tell you what, Brock, I've got to shout you out, mate. When I watched that match, it was booked correctly. It was executed correctly. His nose as well. So I think as he's hit it, he's whacked his nose as well. Bravo, dude. And you know, even the other week when Cody jumped in the ring and turned Brock round, fucking lamped him one in the face. He actually punched him in the nose and whacked it, made him a nosebleed. How people can say that WWE
Brock is a giver.
He is a giver, bro. He's enjoying what he's doing at the moment. I enjoyed seeing him laughing and joking when he said to Cody, "Yeah, I'll be your partner." And then when he double crossed him and that, and the thing is, we still don't know why he done that, really, do we?
Brock, isn't it?
Just,
but I mean, let's face it. Last summer, Brock Lesnar's the biggest babyface in WWE. Come SummerSlam, when he's using a tractor to lift the ring and all sorts of craziness, he can do it all.
Yeah,
and that's how someone gets their flowers.
I mean, I wasn't saying bad stuff about Sable. I was just saying that she can't wrestle.
There's no point backtracking that. He's probably over it.
No, I don't know.
Just in case.
Yes,
it was Chris. Always Chris. I love Sable. I always thought she was dynamite in the ring.
Bollocks, bruv. It should have been Luna Vachon, goddammit. Should have been Luna Vachon that won that fucking championship, that won that match. And I say this because I was watching WrestleMania 9 the other day when Luna came down with Shawn. And it just reminded me, I think that was her first showing in WWE for a little while, 92, 93 or whatever.
She had a little feud with Sherry on Raw.
Yeah, that's right.
That goes back, doesn't it?
And it's like Bobby Heenan's going, "That's Luna. That's Luna Vachon." And it's just like, oh man, it reminded me of that fucking sad time where she was told, "Don't fucking touch Sable. Go in a match with her, but just don't touch her." And it was like a fucking whooping
shit show.
Yeah, it was a shit show. But anyway, Brock, that's water under the bridge, mate. You're a fucking legend.
Pals again.
Yeah, pals again. 100%.
Good. I've always been worried about you and Brock Lesnar not getting on anymore and being friends, and I'm kind of glad that you two could make it up like this.
We've buried the hatchet, mate. You know what I mean? And I leave Sable out of it. Concentrate on Brock's work.
Should we say that Brock and Sable are invited for tea now?
I mean, they always were. You know what I mean? But it was more a case of I just felt bad for Luna. I named one of my cats Luna. One of my cats was called Luna.
And his gecko is called Dusty.
Yeah, you know that.
This is peak stuff.
It's peak wrestling fan shit, isn't it?
Where were we? Brock Lesnar being a goat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right now, I see that someone mocked up a picture of Brock's face with the black eye and the thing and the cut on a t-shirt, and it's funny.
That's great stuff.
It's again like people are creative. They're gonna use shit like that, and that's one of them. Like,
but what the internet does.
Yeah. So their feud isn't done. The match itself, I thought, was really good. People can shit on Brock Lesnar suplexing people and just grinding people down, but what else is he going to do? Is he going to do a drop kick? Well, there not enough Hurricane Ranas for you? Did he not throw enough super kicks?
Bruv,
Get the fuck over it.
Yeah, but that's real fighting. If you watch Brock Lesnar in the octagon, if he's got someone around the waist, he fucking suplexes them.
Yeah.
He fucking Germans them, belly to back them. Bruv, see you later. Over the shoulder.
I challenge anyone not to watch. Well, I challenge anyone to watch fucking Brock Lesnar and Frank Mir's second fight, where Brock Lesnar's holding him down in a half Nelson and punching his lights out.
Yeah,
it is the most intense and wild thing you've ever seen. A geezer with giant feet for hands, just pounding away on his nearest rival, just beating the shit out of him. It's exciting.
Bruv, Mir's face was an absolute mess.
But people are upset that Brock Lesnar throws too many suplexes. It's boring.
That's what wrestling is, you fucks.
Sorry.
Wrestling is fucking suplexes, you fuck. He's
He
like a fucking Greco-Roman fucking savage, bruv. Like, that's what he's going to do to people.
Next time you speak to Brock, please let him know from the fans that he's not doing enough springboard DDTs. He's
not doing enough fucking... Well, I'll tell you, I would say do another fucking shooting star press, but Brock, don't.
No. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, I'm genuinely confused as to what people were expecting when they see a Brock Lesnar match. We expect to see another tractor. Brock Lesnar suplexes, F5s, he bludgeons, and he's out. And they were upset with the way Cody won the match, which was like a roll-up whilst he's in a Kimura. What else is he going to do in a Kimura?
But again, that's smart booking, bro. Because how else is someone really of Cody Rhodes' size compared to Brock Lesnar? How else really is he going to beat him?
Until they get to that street fight sort of match where Cody can do something, use some apparatus to.
But he did that in the beginning of the match. Yeah, that's what I mean. He did that. That was smart booking as well, because before the bell went, spoiler alert, before the bell went, he got a load of stuff and beat the fuck out of Brock. I
think most people will have watched it by now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But, just for whoever, that's what they did. That's what called smart booking, bruv, because someone of Brock Lesnar's size to be beaten by someone of Cody Rhodes' size in real life, Cody would probably need to do a couple of underhanded things or have a few little sneaky tactics to actually win the match. But whether he's the face or the heel, he's got to do it to overcome the big monster. But AEW, it doesn't work like that. You can have Hook, who can't even get his arms around someone properly, choking someone out, who's fucking 3 times his fucking size. Who was it that he had that match with and he fucking put him in the transmission or something?
He didn't. To be honest, I haven't seen a lot of Hook.
It was someone who was fucking massive.
It wasn't Big Bill or Big Cass, was it?
Yeah, it was. But it was someone like that, and he was like no selling shit and that, and it's like.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Hook no selling stuff.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah. We'll continue along the lines of Backlash. I thought Zelina Vega and Rhea Ripley was good. I was a big fan of her coming out with the flag sort of wings sort of outfit. That was a really cool touch.
I'm a fan of her doing anything.
Okay. That explains it.
Sorry, Malachi.
She wasn't good. I didn't expect her to win that match, though.
I don't think she was. She was never going to. But
I think there could have been another spot where she came closer than ever to it. But keeping Rhea strong, that's fine.
I like the slipper. I like the flip flop.
Oh, so good, yeah.
Bruv, I'm Greek, man. The amount of times, I've been.
The fans loved it too.
Bruv, trust me, man. The amount of times I've had licks from flip flops and sandals and all that dashed at me and whatnot, bruv. I feel that pain. Yeah, it's not just like Latin Americans. Trust me, Greeks as well. Them Greek nans, them yayas would take that flip flop off and dash it at you, bruv, quick.
That was a great spot. I mean, let's just get to it. Let's just get to Bad Bunny and Damian Priest, who deserves a whole lot more. Damian Priest, what a guy.
Oh, fantastic talent, bruv.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
They go into that match. They pull off some really cool spots. The match is lively, especially from the entrance. It's what you expect of a Puerto Rican crowd. Very passionate about what they watch. I got to admit, like that Carlito run-in was special.
Carlito's looking in great shape still.
Do you give him a job?
I mean, me personally, I would. He's in great shape. I would have been disappointed if he didn't pull out the apple. That's just me. But again, as the name of our podcast suggests, we love a cheap pop. And get Carlito, Savio Vega.
Was Carlito's more of a pop than a cheap pop?
It was a good pop because it was a surprise.
That place was shaking.
Yeah, but the fact that it was that they pulled out a lot of Latinos like Savio
the apple
Vega
was probably the cheap pop.
Yeah, but I mean that was fantastic when he spat it in his face. When it went in Dom's face or whoever it was. I think it was
Yeah, it
Dom.
was Dom. Yeah,
Great stuff, dude. I mean,
and Savio, Savio coming out like absolute legend.
One of the most underrated people. I mean, I heard Jim Cornette talking about Savio Vega and that, and Brian talking about it on their podcast, and it was like, they actually hit the nail on the head. Like Savio Vega's matches initially that he had with Stone Cold Steve Austin,
yeah,
were really ones, and he also had matches with Razor Ramon when he first came in as well.
If you are a newer wrestling fan, you haven't seen it, we implore you, our good friends, sorry, I got something in my eye, to go back and watch Savio Vega and Steve Austin in the strap match from, I think it's In Your House.
Yeah, it wasn't In Your House. I've got it on the VHSs. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, I've got all of the In Your Houses right here.
You can't see it. You can see a few of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you got the whole collection?
I'm missing, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 7. I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm missing 7 and 17. But then I've got the Breakdown In Your House, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre In Your House, which were actually the last ones of that series. So yeah, I'm missing just 2 from the collection.
Yeah, go back and watch that, and you tell us if Savio Vega's any good or not.
Mate, go and have a look for any Quang match, bro. Remember Quang?
I do remember Quang. I'm not sure there's many Quang matches that were.
They were fucking fantastic, but that was Savio Vega as well. Under the mask as Quang. And, Savio could throw them high kicks and that, and do that
effortless
kung fu shit. It was effortless, man. It was really good. Like, I loved Quang. Like, he stuck in my mind when I was growing up, man. A bit of Quang, like, ah! And he had like the mist and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was very much a Great Muta tribute sort of act, but
fucking amazing. Loved Quang. You know what I'm saying?
No Quang action figures, was there?
No, there weren't no Quang action figures. I don't think there was ever a Savio
Maybe you need
Vega.
to commission a T-shirt.
Yeah, man.
T-shirt.
Yeah, mate. Mate, I would happily make us a Quang T-shirt, bro. Quang out with your wang out. That's what you could say. Copyright.
Yes.
Copyright.
Yeah. Do you think that's it for Bad Bunny and his matches this year, or there's something left? Do you think there's?
I mean,
what else can he do? He couldn't. I mean, he could rematch Priest, of course he can. But
I would like to see him against The Miz.
Okay.
Because The Miz is the kind of person who, say, for example, I mean, again, I'm booking trips. Yeah, just listen. Yeah, we booked for Tony Khan last week. The Miz, when Bad Bunny's out there talking, and The Miz would come out and go, "Oh, so you think you're a superstar?"
Yeah, you went in the Marine 6, were you?
Yeah, and there you go. It just bam, it just goes. So anyone who he thinks is a bigger star than him, he can come out and he would happily,
Has Bad Bunny gone too far to take on The Miz? Has he gone on? Does he need to take on someone else? Does he need to go up against Solo or someone like that? Is it?
No, I don't think so. I think give it a little bit more time, because he still needs a little bit more work with certain things. But I think he could definitely.
It's another guy who's come in like Logan Paul and has committed himself to it.
Yeah, because he's put in the time in the gym.
He went on. I think it was it Carpool Karaoke with Corden or something like that, and said like that was his dream, not to be a musician,
but to be a wrestler. Yeah. And now he's doing it.
He's messed up. Yeah,
all he had to do was be a musician to do his dream.
Yeah.
So there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say. You know what I'm saying? So it's taken him to be a multi-platinum, Grammy award-winning fucking music artist for him to go.
But don't worry, because people there's some cracking tweets this week. People saying that nobody in the UK knows who Bad Bunny is. Those sort of tweets just to make someone look bad because they don't like that wrestling promotion. No one in the UK knows him. I think they do. It's been very salty this week.
It's getting saltier. As we progress to Wembley Stadium and we progress to Money in the Bank, things are going to be getting saltier and saltier by the week, where we know, and a lot of other people know, that almost all the people that are going to go to Wembley are also going to go to Money in the Bank, bro.
I imagine that most of the people that go to Money in the Bank will be at Wembley.
Yeah.
Because it's in the same city.
Yeah, and it might not be the other way around. Actually, it might not be everyone that goes to Wembley would want to go to Money in the Bank because they are saltier. I'm sorry, they're saltier than an old bag of chips.
It is cultish, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I'm using the word cultish.
Yeah. I know.
Not being rude.
No, they are. I mean,
yeah, that too.
Yeah, they're cultaholics. Oh, sorry. What?
Oh God! Anyone watch that? No. Right, moving on. What's the other one? Wank culture. Yeah, that one. Yeah. A bunch of salty
WrestleMania. That's another one.
let's stop naming channels that are fucking shit.
Yeah.
Let's name some good ones. Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
TW takes.
Yep.
In Time Wrestling podcast. Yeah, let's listen.
Chat Grapple and Cheap Pops podcast.
Yeah, there you go. Some of the best ones. Yeah, Bad Bunny was a kick-ass match in front of one of the hottest crowds WWE will have all year. It's almost an open challenge for the British fans to kick it up a notch on the Friday and the Saturday, because they did SmackDown as well in San Juan. So
I just love San Juan, Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico in general, because I'm a massive Big Pun fan, bro. I'm just a massive Punisher fan, and I've always, from his music, heard about Puerto Rico. You know, Puerto Rico. You know, every single tune he was repping Puerto Rico.
I'm gonna have to start piecing together your singing like and put it in as a video or a short or something, and it's just gonna have to keep happening.
Mate, it is. There's a brilliant skit of Big Pun snoring and sleeping on the plane on the way to Puerto Rico, and it's just him like, and the guy was fucking massive, bruv. Like
unit,
but he was an absolute unit, yeah. And it's him just snoring on the plane and like farting, and then like they're like, "Sir, can you please wake up?" He's like, it's just a great little skit. But Big Pun was a wrestling fan. There was him at a wrestling event, a WrestleMania or something, where they go to the crowd and they go, "Oh, here tonight is rap superstar Big Pun, Punisher," and he's there, fucking just an absolute unit.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, man, I'm almost certain that he went to a wrestling show. A lot of people in Puerto Rico are wrestling fans.
Yeah, it shows.
You know, massive wrestling fans. Big Pun live on a pre-show, WrestleMania 15.
Oh,
WrestleMania. Okay. It was WrestleMania 15.
See, I haven't watched that one in ages.
And he's in the crowd. WrestleMania 15. That's where I remember it from. He was there.
Nice. Okay.
Which I actually have up there somewhere. I've got the box set anyway, so WrestleMania 15's in there. But yeah, it's right there. And that was kind of what the main event was. That was Kane and.
Oh, the main event of WrestleMania 15 is Rock and Austin.
Rock and Austin, that's it. Yeah, because it was like part 2.
Part 1, that was.
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
Because I know WrestleMania 18 or 19.
17 they go again, and then 19 they go again. 19.
Yeah, so that was Big Pun, Puerto Rican superstar, was WrestleMania 15.
Has the bloodline story started to fade, or is there still legs in Solo and the Usos and Roman?
There's still meat on them bones.
Yeah, okay.
There's still meat on the bones. It should all crescendo. I mean, again, it might get to the point where, because Solo, you could see at Backlash, he was in two minds. He's like thinking about what Roman's obviously had a word with him and said, right, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
And then he's on the other hand, he's got them saying, "Look, you're our brother, man. Come on, man. What the fuck? You're our brother. What's going on?" Like, you know, and he's like, he's like in fucking two minds. And I think he might have a Sami Zayn moment. And he might be the one to take the title off.
Well, it wasn't that long ago that I said that Solo had huge babyface potential. Never for once thought he could be really the guy to take it off of Roman. But I always thought that would be Jay. And it still could be.
It could be, yeah.
But Solo is fast becoming a favorite to do something about it.
He was the one that stopped Drew McIntyre from beating Roman at Clash at the Castle.
Still hurts you, doesn't it?
No, I mean, to be honest, I never thought that Drew would win. Anyway,
did you not?
No, I didn't think Drew would win. I mean, like I say, the only person I saw that might take it off him was Cody, but only if Sammy and them got involved and helped and basically cost Roman the match. But I can't see the only other person I could think of who he's gone through: Brock, Bobby Lashley. But Bobby Lashley, again, they said on Backlash, well, after he'd been drafted, he had an interview with Michael Cole, and Cole said, he said 2 words to me: Roman Reigns. You know what I mean?
I'm going for that. That's big time.
Yeah.
There is the SmackDown anomaly, and you just by saying 1 word, you brought it back to our attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they doing with that guy?
Not as much as they should be.
Oh man, it's getting annoying.
It is. I'm hoping that at Money in the Bank, he's going to be the one that grabs the suitcase.
I think there could be a problem if they don't put him in the match, or just put him in a match at Money in the Bank or SmackDown. The crowd's going to go nuts for him, go absolutely nuts, and they're not going to be able to stop it. It's much like at a Raw taping in 2004 or 5, I can't remember which one it was, when they were trying to keep Lita as a babyface, and they put her up on the screen, and the crowd just started booing the hell out of it, and they took off the screen so quickly. And they had to use the old sound sweetener machines. But for those that were there, they knew what would happen. They knew what they did.
You can't force feed shit to people. Whether you want to or not, it can't really be done. They need to. If we were closer to the front at Money in the Bank, I'm not sure where that are close enough to have a sign.
Probably not.
But I would just have a sign that says "Dummy." Yeah.
Not with those prices. Jeez.
No, I was going to say not with those fucking prices. You know what I mean? We're not made of money. Got to have the heating on still. It's fucking freezing, bro.
You're not cold. Not today.
No, I'm just saying it's not quite summertime yet, is it?
It's not quite summertime, you're right. It is. It's a bit chilly. You're still sat indoors. You're still mucking around on your computer. Is it time to update your VPN?
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, we are today sponsored by the lovely Surfshark, and they giving you the deal of a lifetime. 83% off plus 3 free months if you use the code GRAPPLE. It's there. It's above my head. It's in our descriptions.
That's right.
Use that code. Get yourself protected. Be able to watch your favorite shows wherever you are in the world.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest pluses. You can carry on watching EastEnders in a different country if you so please.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to watch OG WWE Network, we still have it here.
Yes,
for how long we don't know, but it's still a thing. OG WWE Network is still a thing in the UK. You can have that if you use Surfshark. Get Surfshark to tell the good people that you're in the UK. What else can we say? Deal of a lifetime. Use the code GRAPPLE and get yourself protected and be able to watch whatever the fuck you want.
Whatever you want, wherever you want, safely, effectively. You've got protection, virus protection. You've got it all. You can have it on multiple devices. I mean, what more do you want? Do it.
There you go. Yeah.
Touch the link, use the promo code GRAPPLE and get yourself 83% off and 3 months free.
There you go. It's above our heads. It's in the descriptions. You cannot miss it. Where were we? We were talking about LA Knight. Of course we were. Do you expect to see him? Do you think they'll just keep him off the TV?
So he's been drafted, right?
SmackDown, yeah.
So we've got a SmackDown event in the UK. I would like to say that that's why they've done it. Because then they can have him come out on SmackDown and say, look, I want to be in the match. Or, I don't know who's in the match.
Something else that was brought to my attention this week is that originally there was no advertising of Roman Reigns for Money in the Bank. There is now. Roman will likely be on the show. That could be fun.
In what capacity?
It could just be as a
walk
running
out
capacity,
confronting the person, with the.
I've always said he would come out and confront Jay if Jay picked up and said, "Go on, do it now. Come on, then, do it now." Catch it in, Jay.
I mean, we've got the premium live event in Saudi Arabia.
Yes, and Roman is on the show. Doesn't have an opponent yet. Also, you have the tournament, the final of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, like that final, which As of today, Seth Rollins is on one side. On the other side, there were 6 potentials, including Edge, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles, Austin Theory, Bobby Lashley, and Sheamus. You got a winner out of those 6?
I mean, I'd love to see them give the belt to Seth. I would.
Steph is the most likely. I can't lie. I got the idea of AJ Styles winning it is.
Oh, again, one of every time you say that man's name, he is to me probably my. I mean, you know, your Ric Flairs aside, you know, and your Undertakers or whatever aside as my favorite wrestlers or whatever, but AJ Styles for me is one of the most gifted wrestlers. One of the, you know, and you know, for me, Kurt Angle, Bret Hart, those actual wrestlers, because I differentiate between my favorite depending
Kurt
on.
Angle, or you are more of a Perk Angle guy?
I mean, I loved Kurt and Perk. You know, it's you know, you've got your favorites depending on what you want to watch. If I want to watch like something entertaining, not that the wrestling isn't entertaining, but if I want to watch a fucking wrestling match, right? Again, got to give our flowers to Dixie Carter and TNA, mate. Some of the matches that AJ Styles and Kurt Angle had in TNA, they're just incredible, bro. People, but hardly anyone who watches wrestling now, I would say, has fucking seen them. No one's seen them, bro.
Is it our duty to bring it to the masses?
Oh, mate, 100%. There's more than a handful of Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles matches from TNA that were just incredible, man. You know, and you had, oh, mate, you know, at that time you had Kurt Angle, you had Booker T, you had fucking Scott Steiner, you had Hulk Hogan, you had Ric Flair.
Right, some of them were on the slide, but
still, they were putting on great matches, dude. Sting was still having great.
Sting
versus AJ.
I don't think Hogan and Flair were putting on great matches in TNA.
I'm telling you, bruv. I'm telling you. You know.
I'm not having that for a second.
I'm telling you, that era of TNA.
Oh, I'm sure the era was fine, but I'm saying that Hogan and Flair were not putting on good.
No,
matches.
they were putting on all right matches, bro.
Nah.
I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on. Like, so Kurt Angle versus AJ Styles. There was Slammiversary 2008, Genesis 2010. They were, I think, the good ones, right? King of the Mountain. Yeah, I mean, there's.
We're gonna have to review a King of the Mountain match because I need to know the fucking rules on that shit,
dude. TNA. I'm sorry, people need to put some respect. I'm not talking about Impact Wrestling now, yeah? I'm talking about TNA.
We've got nothing against Impact Wrestling.
Nothing against them at all, yeah? But people need to put some respect on TNA's name. They were putting on some real good matches. You know, them Kurt Angle and AJ matches. I mean, Kurt was physically hurt. He was, you know, he was drugged up to the eyeballs, and he's admitted that self-admittedly. I mean, you know, but again, we're digressing a little bit, but AJ Styles, yeah, you'd love to see him come back and just have a great him and Seth Rollins in the final. Come on,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I mean, as a prediction, I think it's AJ, isn't it? Edge could be another one, but
yeah,
I think the match itself as a spectacle, AJ and Seth Rollins just could be special.
Oh, that'd be phenomenal. And where's the final being held?
It's in Saudi Arabia.
In Saudi Arabia, I think.
So if anyone wants to, any great companies, you know, wants to sponsor us a little trip there, you know.
If I remember correctly, I think AJ Styles refused to go.
I think he's been.
Has he been? I thought he might have been one of the guys that refused to go.
No,
south.
Sammy is one of those that doesn't go.
I mean, he's Syrian.
Yeah.
So it's unsurprising that he might not want to go. I thought AJ was one of the guys that said he wouldn't go. Oh no, I think AJ was one of the guys that unvaccinated guys, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He come out and said, yeah, he's not vaccinated. Or whatever.
Is that a problem now?
No, it's not a problem now.
No, there you go.
No. You know, so I mean, fucking hell, man. AJ Styles, what a wrestler. Even watching back FWA International Showdown or the Wrestling Channel International Showdown from back in the day,
Coventry Skydome, I was there.
Bruv, mate, that was a fucking great event, man. AJ Styles was on that.
Yeah.
We've been watching him from day, bruv, from day.
Well, I saw him. I saw him in a main event in Broxbourne. Again, you know, I like to bring up Broxbourne Civic Hall,
Yeah.
but the first FWA show I ever saw at the Broxbourne Civic Hall, the main event was AJ Styles and James Tighe.
James Tighe.
Yeah, there's a name you don't hear about at all.
Man. He was great, James Tighe, as well. Great shape, good wrestler.
He was, yeah, those two main evented that show, and boy, that was something else.
Man, I've got to dig out my FWA tapes, bro. I've got like no surprises. You know, those events, like no surprises
wow.
1, no surprises 3.
I honestly couldn't remember the names of them right now, like the shows.
Oh.
I was just there. Like it was.
Oh, Coventry Skydome was definitely a place.
Yes, the Skydome was.
Yeah.
That show I was telling you about just now. Like that was where actually, you know, we met AJ Styles in the lobby of.
I swear, there's a picture of you and him.
There is a picture of me and AJ Styles somewhere, knocking around. I have a signed photo of AJ as well.
Oh,
from that show.
Fucking punk bitch.
This was young AJ, yeah.
Young
And there is a
JB.
picture of young JB and young AJ Styles, yeah.
Man, fucking he's phenomenal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, in the lobby of the Broxbourne Civic Hall.
God damn.
I forget that there is that picture, so it's quite strange. I don't know why I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I was saying, like, as soon as you said about it, I'm sure there's a picture. I've seen it.
Yeah. I might have to post it just for shits and giggles.
Do it, man.
What else is there to talk about?
I mean, there's a lot, like you say, man. It is like salty.
Has anyone seen Andrade? We just do this now for fun. We just like poking fun at people like for stuff like this, because let's face it, no one that is a fan of AEW is going to bring any of these questions to the table.
Yeah, we'll do some AEW ASMR, yeah? Yeah, I watch. Game changers.
Oh, did you hear that, everyone?
There you go.
This is why we won't be invited to any media scrums.
It's literally because I'll just be whispering in the mic. Tony, let me have a line.
We'll bring the cupcakes. It's fine.
Give me a little mum.
We'll bring the cupcakes. CM Punk will love the cupcakes. I know somewhere we can get some of the most banging cupcakes. Like really good. Probably better than the ones that he was, you know, chowing down on in
Millie's Bakery.
His famed media scrum, yeah. Has there been any news on CM Punk? Is he back yet? No, he's not.
You know.
Are they going to host the Chris Dredd media scrum in the middle of the ring like they should?
Yes, like they should. We gave him the booking ideas already. We've already told him, Tony, this is what you need to do. I'll tell you one thing, right? I'll say this now and quote me on it. Yeah, if CM Punk is not at Wembley Stadium, then the event is a failure.
I don't know. I think if they've sold the amount of tickets that they have, that they say they have,
yeah, but I mean that's monetary. That's not, for me. Failure or success is putting on a good wrestling event, not putting bums in the seats for people to come and hopefully see someone that doesn't turn up. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do. There is a little bit of news here. That AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery are set to announce the new TV rights deal, and AEW Collision. They're set to announce it next Wednesday, which should be probably the next time we get on the ball here. But
you know they love to pop a rating. Do you reckon they'll pull out Punk to pop that rating?
I can imagine that the rating for the first Collision show, if they do decide to bring in CM Punk, will be very good. First episodes of all shows,
yeah,
as long as they're promoted fairly well, do fantastic numbers. It's the second show, it's the third show. It's why a lot of your favorite TV shows and mine get canned after one season. The decline in ratings it's just not good enough. Like that, I can count on, like, you know, both hands the amount of decent shows that were cancelled that I really enjoyed because the ratings weren't good enough to a TV company.
I'm still waiting for
I just have to turn
season.
around, look at my missus, and say the word colony, and she'll get the arse ache. She did. That was we really enjoyed that show. It ended up on Netflix for a bit, and then it disappeared. Like, it got cancelled because the viewership wasn't there.
I'm still waiting for season 4 of Phone.
You never know, that might happen. Let's see what's going on. You might have to write it though. Like,
Yeah, but Jarwayne's doing fucking GoDaddy commercials. Yeah. Do you remember Jarwayne had his own comedy show?
did he?
Yeah, he had his own comedy show, and it was called whatever his real name is.
Newman's just finished up his Only Fools and Horses
Yes.
thing and the theatre stuff. Yeah.
Oh, like not Broadway. Yeah, like
yeah, in the theatre.
In the theatre down London town.
Exactly. He's just finished up. I don't know what the other guy's doing, to be fair.
The other guy, what, Ashley?
Ash.
He's done loads. Ash. You know what I mean? He's done loads, man. They were both, I think, in extras.
This he was in not extras. He was in Afterlife.
Yeah.
He was in the David Brent movie.
Yeah. He was also Ashley was in a thing called Absentia. It was like a drama series, and he played like an American soldier.
Okay.
Been going around murdering people.
We've gone off topic, but like we said, the first episode of Collision will do fabulous numbers. There will be high fives, butt slaps, and poorly done cartwheels throughout the offices of AEW. It'll be week number 2 when people have lost interest, decided that they want to go back outside, touch the grass, have a drink with their friends, go to a barbecue, anything like that.
Yeah.
And the ratings will plummet. And you can quote me on that, because that's just how it is. Will we be tuning into AEW Collision the first week it's on? Sure. I stayed up late to watch CM Punk's first turn up in AEW. Will I watch the next week? Probably not. It's just the way it works. It's
Punk needs to come back. If he's going to come back, he needs to come back quick.
I'll tell you what, I will watch. If he holds a media scrum in the ring, I'm definitely watching, because Big Tone is stealing that idea.
Yeah. And can you imagine if that happens? I'd sue him. I'd go, bruv, we've got it, data stamped, uploaded on YouTube. You've copied that idea. If you would have come to me and said, look, Chrissy boy, yeah, I heard your idea, fam. I openly invited him to hire us, didn't I? They look, hire us, yeah.
The emails have stayed empty.
Yeah, don't just use us and abuse us. We're not your cocaine dealer. Come to us, we will help you try and work things out and do things right. I mean, we need to see CM Punk, and we need to see him against the Elite. Jericho, fuck off. He ain't got no, there's no kind of beef with you. Not really. You didn't go bombarding him.
Throwing himself in and set his name in the ring. Oh yeah, I can. I'll work with CM Punk. Of course you will. You need to stay relevant, brother. We get it. You are doing everything within your power. You might as well be saying at times, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost certainly said that.
I reckon he's in with the Tunney family somewhere.
He's
getting
got
shit done. Yeah, getting sneaky deals on the side. There's an old reference. Back in our probably shows from a couple of years ago where Hogan was always dealing with Jack Tunney.
Yeah.
And if you've not seen those episodes, click back in now and have a little
click back.
Check those reviews out. Some of them are long, but my God, they're funny. If they're not your thing, interviews will certainly be your thing. We have had some cracking interviews from days gone by.
Right.
Alex Wright, to name one.
Mate, we're in such a plethora of different guests, bruv, from Sonny Ono to Jasmine Sinclair. Yeah. I mean, how can you... Come on.
Yeah, Chris Hamrick, Alex Wright.
Yeah.
Santino, someone who is very relevant in Impact. Santino, if you're watching Impact and you like Impact, go and check out our interview with Santino, long before he went to Impact.
Correct.
Swear he said he was retired.
He did say he was retired. He was setting up his own little gym at home.
Exactly. And I don't know what else we got to say.
Apart from wrestling fans, look,
live and let live.
Just fucking turn it in. Just fucking turn it in, as you say in the UK. Fucking turn it in, son. we've had enough of the bullshit, bro. And yes, it is the AEW fans that seem to be more salty towards anything that WWE does. Because most of the people that watch WWE will watch AEW as well as an aside because it's wrestling. Just fucking turn it in. I've had enough of the whole, what's that fucking tune? He said, she said, bullshit. You know what I mean? I've had enough of it, mate. Can't deal with it no more. We watch wrestling, okay? Yes, we comment on it. We have our own opinions and all that kind of shit, but just turn it in. There's too much salt, mate. It'll give you fucking heart attack.
Have a can of ting. Sweeten
Huh?
yourself up.
Sweeten up.
Have a ting.
Have a ting, bro. Sweeten yourself
have
up.
a ting. Enjoy.
You know? Have a Solero and shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Let's not keep the people any longer. Let's say thank you. I'm going to make you do it at some point.
Okay.
If you go into, I think it's podnews.net, it lists almost every single podcast medium that we are on.
What is it called?
I think it's podnews.net. Sure it is that one. I'm going to check it out myself as well whilst we're here because...
Yeah. Podnews.net. So we just type in Chat Grapple and Cheap Pops podcast.
If you type that in, it will give you an absolutely massive list of what we are on. And I think it might be worth you, Chris, reading them all off the list during one episode just for fun.
Jesus Christ, I will do it now.
Oh, have you found it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's not keep them waiting.
Okay.
What are we on, Chris?
We are on Podbean, Spotify, Deezer, Castbox, Amazon Music, AntennaPod, Anytime Player, Bullhorn, Castamatic, Castbox, Castro, CurioCaster, Fountain, Good Pods, Google Podcasts, G-Podder, iHeartRadio. That's one that I keep on forgetting. iHeartRadio.
There you go.
Apple iTunes, Listen Notes. That's another one I keep forgetting. Luminary, Memento, Moon FM, Overcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbean, Podcast Addict, Podcast Index, Podcast Guru, Podcast Republic, Podchaser, Podfriend, Pod Hero, Podknife, Podstation, Podverse, Podvine, Radio Public, Sonnet, Spotify, Stenio FM, Stitcher, Android podcasts, and your RSS feed. Fuck sake.
So good.
Mate.
Do you need a minute? Do you need a drink?
Jesus, I need another 20 McNuggets, fam. That has done me.
That is a list and a half. So
Mate,
there is no reason not to miss an episode.
there is no reason whatsoever.
I can only say thank you to Chris for listing that
I love it.
extensive list of
I'm writing that.
podcasts.
That's a screenshot now. I'm just literally going to take the screenshot. That's happening at every
Oh,
episode.
I might have to just like cut that bit and just keep like playing it like over and over.
Literally,
the end
just
of every
loop
episode.
it, fam. Loop it.
So if you are listening on one of those,
And
be sure
YouTube.
to-
Don't forget.
And yes, let's not forget YouTube. But do give us a like, do give us a comment, say hello. We are very, very free and easy. We chat back. We are happy to talk to anyone that wants to join us in this
I tell you,
wrestling crusade.
we had a really, really lovely comment on the last video on YouTube.
We did, yes.
Really, people actively listening to the podcast and fucking commenting on stuff that we say in the podcast. We love it. This is what we,
Really cool.
we have normal jobs, okay? We have stuff that we do, yeah? We have lives, but we love doing this, man. You know what I mean? And when we get interactions with people, I saw another, I forgot to send you the pictures, bro, but I saw another things in real life that remind you of wrestling.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to send it to you, man. I saw it at the car boot sale on Sunday.
But let's not forget, I will give him a shout out. Matt Omatic Gaming. Thank you for your comment. Thank you.
Dude, Matt Omatic Gaming.
Thank you for listening or watching.
Yeah.
We only appreciate it. That's it. We love anyone and everyone that takes the time out of their day or commute or driving or whatever, doing their thing, listening to us and giving us that listen, that number, that count. If you are watching these beautiful faces, oh yeah, hit the subscribe button, slap it, tickle the bell, do what you got to do. Again, I've already said this, you don't need notifications. You know when we're on at the minute, we seem to be on very, very
well, I mean,
regularly Fridays.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like once a week, we're churning them out. We record generally, we try and record midweek or whatever.
Yeah.
And gets banged out on a Friday. I'd like to do. We had good fun doing that other review. But if you can see behind me, JB, right, and then fall off my fucking chair.
That could have been something. That really good.
The outtakes, because we're on YouTube. We're trying to boost them YouTube numbers a little bit. I mean, forget the Magic the Gathering stuff. That's a whole nother thing, man. If we can find like a wrestler that loves Magic the Gathering, we need to get them on. I'll be honest, mate. I actually don't know what it is. It's only so many hours in a day, man. I know, bro. Magic the Gathering is a collectible card game that was started in around 1993 by Richard Garfield, and it's a fantastic game, right?
Okay.
Post Malone is a huge fan of Magic the Gathering and plays it. And fucking, it's fantastic.
What is a Post Malone?
You know what a Post Malone is? Come on, shut up, man. You're not that fucking out of touch, right?
I'm younger than you, brother.
So yeah, it's true. So that is a Magic the Gathering card, if anyone knows.
Oh, anyway, so it looks like Pokemon. There you go.
All right. I'm gonna allow that comment. But basically, I've got a lot of sealed products up here. Like I've just got like packs of stickers. Yeah, there you can see the Hardy Boys on the WWE Rivals pack.
Oh,
right?
Nice.
And I've got like the poster that was in the shop that when you buy the stickers, it comes with the boxes.
So you nicked the poster?
No, I bought the boxes. They're on sale here. John Cena, Ray still on there. Yeah.
So I'm still using the Scratch logo. That's how old they are.
Yeah, bro. When we do a review of something around that time, as a little bit of extra for the YouTube watchers, you've got Randy and Triple H on there. We'll open a couple of packets and look at the pictures and just see.
Well, we did back in the day. We opened up some WCW.
Do you know what I mean? And I've still got some of them here.
I've still got them. Yep, still got them in a cupboard, like right sort of to my left.
Look at this. We've got fucking metal. Now
there's a show that I don't think I've ever watched.
That's just amazing. We love wrestling, dude, and we want to do. If there's anything that
if we hadn't proved it in 3 years, then I don't know what to tell you.
If there's things that people want us to do, get in contact. Like I say, we had a really nice comment. Matematic Gaming or whatever. What was it?
Matematic Gaming. Shout out to Matematic.
Shout out. So a little bit of interaction, but we get a lot of interaction. If there's anything you want us to do, anything you want us to review, give us a shout and we'll see what we can do. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Someone did email about you taking a wrestling move. Do you remember that?
Someone
sent us an email about you taking a wrestling move.
Bro,
Did you ever message them back?
No, I don't know. They were like, yeah, could you do a little sketch where Chris takes a wrestling move or something? That's mad. You know what I mean? That's an OnlyFans thing.
You need to email them back, bro.
That's an OnlyFans thing. You know what I mean? I was joking with the boys from with Matt from Terrible Takes and the guys from Good Cop Bad Cop about how I joke about an OnlyFans. But if we're ever going to have an OnlyFans, it will be for requests like that. Like people saying, "Oh, can you make a video of Chris like taking a spine buster or something?" Like, do you know what I mean?
Chopped with a bare chest.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Fucking yeah, dude. Pay me the money and I'll fucking do it. Let's get that OnlyFans popping.
we were wrapping up and we've got to OnlyFans.
Look, it started with saying we'll get a TikTok, and we're like, no, we'll never get a TikTok. We now have a TikTok.
Oh man, we are just steps away from a patron at this point.
We are steps away from an OnlyFans, and you know it. Okay, so let's not, but just bite the bullet and let's just do it. Okay, there's fucking exclusive content. It doesn't have to be fucking nipples and arseholes.
Nudes.
It doesn't have to be that, dude. It's just exclusive content.
I don't know if you can hear that, but I think the music is playing us off.
Yes.
For now, we say thank you so much to everyone that's listened. Great Britain, the UK chart, 55th. We're not now, but we were, and so amazing that is. Thank you to the people of Australia, Ireland. What have you done? You've forgotten about us? I hope not.
Come back.
Yeah, please come back. I am JB. The man sitting next to me talking about OnlyFans and all sorts is the best Chris in all of wrestling podcasts, soon to be the best Chris on OnlyFans. It's Mr. Chris Dredd. Take care. We will see you next Friday for sure.
Peace.
Fucking hell.